Hey guys, good morning. I hope you have a lovely day. Okay, we have two of the same cards that we had yesterday, so we're going to need to give them extra attention here. The Seven of Swords we had yesterday and the Devil card we had yesterday. And today we've got the Temperance card added, and we've got energy of the Page of Swords. Ironically, if you look at the Temperance card and you look at the Devil card, and then you look at the Seven of Swords, it's like you're flanked in between what it is you're doing and the integrity base of that. For example, if you look at the Page of Swords above it, look at that as like the patterns that you've picked up, right? The patterns, your day-to-day stuff, right, that you do, the stories you tell yourself, the things you tell other people, the presentation that you put on, who you are really on the inside. Because you want, the Temperance card is all about mixing and matching. It's about balance. It's about building something new, bringing something forward, something fresh, right? The Devil card is asking you, where are you giving yourself away? Where are you selling yourself short? The Devil card isn't about one thing. It's about a cluster of things that you do throughout your life, right? That maybe just aren't in balance, you know? Do you tell people things that aren't true? Do you get in relationships that aren't, you know, all that you want, but sell yourself short and stay in them? It's all the things that you tell yourself. You know what I mean? Ask yourself this. The question really is, you want to use a guilt meter here. You know what I mean? When you say something to someone or you do something, where does guilt sit in your life? You know what I mean? Do you tell someone something and then you go and do something else and then you feel guilty about it? Do you buy something that, you know, thinks will feel good and then an hour later it sits in and the guilt sits in? Wherever that guilt meter is showing you where you're not being truthful to yourself, right? Are you in a relationship, example, with one person and they think that you're the cat's meow, yet you're dating 5 other people and they're not aware of it, and then you feel guilty every time this one person says something really nice to you. You know what I mean? It's checking yourself about the loose ends where you're not really being integrity-based. Where is your integrity, right? And how true is it to your life? I'm not talking about anyone else. I'm talking about you living an authentic life, because that Seven of Swords is a card of, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot. I'm kind of biting the hand that feeds me, which is your own, right? I'm kind of stealing from myself here by selling myself short. The Temperance card is a card of trying to put your life back together, or trying to put your life together in a new way, right? It's going slow and steady. You know, it's that balance between wanting it done yesterday and realizing that some things take time. You know, old patterns take time to break. That Page of Swords, like I say, there's a very young energy in there. There's a very mature energy in there. It's just easier to do things this way than it is to actually invest in something. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that you want to check yourself with. You know, it's kind of like that when the new car smell goes away, it's not so entertaining any longer. You know what I mean? But yet now you've got the loan still to pay. So what are the decisions that you're making, and how integrity-based are they, right? And you want to check yourself with, you know, where are you deceiving yourself, basically, right? Sometimes this can be a lineup where, you know, someone else is doing this to you, but again, you would feel this. It would be something that you feel, but you're not saying something. Or maybe the person isn't doing something, but it's that you've got trust issues. You know what I mean? So it could be projection. That was yesterday's, right? Is it reality? Is it how you perceiving something, right? Because the Temperance card is asking you to go slow and steady, to make something new, to mix and match, to try new things, to not be so fixated on certain things, to be able to be open to other things, right? And it's going to show up through the lens of the Seven of Swords. So again, that's what I'm saying. It's how true are you being to yourself, and where are you selling yourself short? You know what I mean? It's your actions. You know, someone once said to me, what did they say? How did they word this? Do you do the same things when you're by yourself as you do in front of other people? And it took me a minute to figure out what they were saying. And what they were really struggling with was they do things in private that they wouldn't be proud of if someone had asked them. You know what I mean? So they're your secret little things that, you know, you maybe, if your guilt meter is going off, you need to check in with why. It doesn't need to be that what you're doing is not right. It just means that you're having a feeling about it here, so you're most likely selling yourself somewhere short. I had another client who liked the feeling of being in new relationships. She liked that feeling, so she never got past that point. So she kind of sold herself short because she was always starting something, but never finishing anything, because she never wanted to get past that point of, you know, a solid relationship. Now, is that a negative? If it worked for her, then no. But if she felt bad about it, you know, like, you know, if it's something that's triggering something within yourself, it's an old pattern that needs to be looked at. You know what I mean? And like I say, the devil is just different parts of us. So is the Temperance card. We're forever changing. We're forever growing. You know, but where is your life out of alignment here? You've got two cards flanking the Seven of Swords that says, I'm not being honest with myself and my life is out of balance. So swords are about communication too. And the Page of Swords is about, you know, the energy of, is what you're telling yourself true, or are you selling yourself short? You know what I mean? The Seven of Swords is like you're kind of stealing something from yourself, so you're not really getting away with anything. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what this is about. Ask yourself this, a simple way to solve this mystery, right? Because it's just about growth. There's no judgment here. It's just about growth. Where, again, do you feel guilty? And then start digging there. Because this is energy. Honestly, guys, you want to look at this stuff now, because that Seven of Swords is freedom. There is absolute freedom once you can say this in here. And really, there's nothing, everything that we do in this lifetime is learning. And sometimes it's a massive learning curve. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's extremely costly. Sometimes it's not. You know what? It just is what it is. And we really need to really stop judging each other and just realize that we're not here for these big, elaborate things. We're here to work on ourselves and deal with the things that we're here to do. And those are with ourselves. They're within ourselves. So if you're not being honest with yourself, you're wasting your time here. You're not getting anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So just be blatantly honest with yourself and survey around you too. Look around you. Are the people around you, let me rephrase it this way. When someone walks in your home, they should know you live there. Your home should absolutely reflect where you are, right? When you look around, are the people in your life in that equation? You know what I'm saying? Do they reflect who you are? Because if they're not the kind of people reflecting back to you what you're happy about, use that as a guide point to change the things that you need to change, right? That's all. We're breaking patterns now. We're going in new directions. It's like, again, trying to turn that cruise ship in a bathtub. It doesn't always feel great. And sometimes we need to look at shit that we do that we're like, wow. But you know what? Who cares? Look it in the eye and then just work with it. And if it works for you and it doesn't work for other people, it still works for you. That's my point. This is about you. It's not about everyone else. So there you go. I hope that helped you in some way. I would pay attention to this. I would strongly suggest that you pay attention, because when we get cards like this that are showing up, it's kind of saying to you, you're being given an opportunity here to set yourself free, or you're being given an opportunity to stay where you're at. So please take advantage of this opportunity. Okay, so there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do anything for you. Okay, thank you so much.